Hi, I'm Jamie from the QiTASC Development team. I'd like to show you some bonus features and talk a little bit more about what mimiQ can do in terms of load tests. We already looked at, in previous videos, some basic networking examples, but I wanted to show you a few more things that mimiQ can do with networking. We've seen already, with the networking video, how a script can set up a web server and get the request in from a client. Just by adding an S, mimiQ will automatically convert this endpoint into a secure one, using either the certificates that you provide or automatically generating self-signed certificates. Perhaps if you're a client, you don't want to have to wait for the request to come in. You might want to generate a callback URL, send that to a server, and at some point later, get back a request asynchronously. mimiQ lets you do this with a single line of code. So here, if you call this in a client, you get back a simple text URL, and later on, you can call getNextRequest, and if a request is waiting or comes within the next 3 seconds, you will get a request in. In addition, when you're running a set of scenarios, each set of scenarios that execute have an event bus, and they're able to communicate and send data over the event bus so that they can maybe synchronize, so one can start something before the other one needs to execute. And finally, in terms of load testing, one feature that I didn't demonstrate is that mimiQ has the ability to inject test data into the load tests. mimiQ allows you the ability to configure load tests to provide random data or fixed data or unique data. So to give you an example, if you have a subscriber system that you're testing, which perhaps has tens of thousands of users, if you're running a load test, you may actually want each scenario that is running inside the load test to use a unique user ID. So mimiQ lets you provision, say, 10,000 user IDs, and then when your load test runs, mimiQ will take care of injecting a unique user ID into each scenario that runs as part of the load test. So that gives you a really flexible way of making configurable load tests.